My name is Michaela. I'm 25 and I'm from Fort Worth. I sell travel club memberships and I also tutor part-time. The travel club is a club for people that travel. We show them how they can travel at wholesale price with a club instead of paying retail elsewhere. So then they can afford to do it more. It's helping like regular everyday people realize you don't have to be rich and famous to get out of your own city. So like people like my parents, my dad's a bus driver. He works by the hour. So for him to take off work to try to go somewhere, it's like he's losing money not being at work, and then he's spending money he doesn't have to go somewhere. So what we do, it allows people, if you're gonna take time off work and lose that money, at least you're not gonna spend a ton to get somewhere. You're gonna have a lot of fun, and then you're gonna find a way to make that part of your everyday life. I went to high school in DeSoto, Texas, and I went to college at Texas Christian University. That's the whole reason I ended up in Fort Worth. Me picking that school, I had no clue what college to go to. I just wanted to get out of DeSoto, and I wanted to get away from everybody else I knew, because I just had this desire to like have a different kind of life, like be successful, if you will. So I figured if most of the people around me are not living the type of life that I want, why would I follow you somewhere else? So I just went completely left. TCU was a school that no one, really one other girl from my high school went to that year, and she was on a track scholarship. So I was like, okay, if no one's going, I got a shot. Maybe I can be something different. What I do for a living is gonna help me a ton, because with sales, you have to learn how to listen to people. And you also have to learn how to position what you have, especially when you know what you have is going to benefit somebody else. You have to learn how to position it to them to the point where they're actually going to receive it. So on this island, how that's going to translate is everybody here wants to win, right? So I'll be able to position what I want them to hear as something that's going to help them win, when in reality, I'm not here to win somebody else $1 million. I'm here to win it for myself. So it's like I work with people. I'm going to be working with people here. I work with people that annoy me. I'm going to be working with people that annoy me here. And so it's the same thing, except this is a fast track to a lot of money. I can handle this because, number one, it's in my blood. Like, everything in life that's been thrown at me thus far, I've dealt with. From being that one person in the whole school that wanted to do varsity track, varsity cross country, and band, and finding a way, even though they overlap each other, finding a way to do it, to the point that my band director had to fly me from a band concert to the regional championship for our track team, because I refused to miss either one. And then going to college and being that person that's up against the idea of no one I know has been in this school before, no one I know knows how to navigate this environment, no one I know has money to help me get through this. And I not only got through it, but got through it at the top of my class and paid off my debt faster than those kids whose parents, took out the Parent Plus loan for them to do it. And then, it's just like, just everything I do, it's like I find a way to get it done. So that's a core part of my character. And if you just find a way to get it done out here, it's like freaking 39 days. Like, you got to carry a baby longer than that, So I just know I can get it done as long as nobody blindsides me. If I don't win the game, it was probably my struggle with adapting to the lying, because I'm just not a big liar. Like, my face is the most honest thing on the planet. And even when my words try to say one thing, my eyebrows will start doing stuff, and and I can't see it, but it's happening, So I don't want to have to lie out here. I'd rather be quiet or ask a question with a question, but it's probably like I needed to lie and I chose not to, and it was bad repercussions for me. But I'm working on a solution around that right now. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get married and have kids. Like, that's actually a big part of why I strive so hard right now. I want to be the mom that, if I choose to, can stay home and actually raise my kids, because I just don't understand the idea of working really hard and then spending a big chunk of your check to pay for somebody else to take care of your kids. That don't make any sense to me. Yet we do it like it's normal, but it boggles my mind. And even like, I remember my first internship, I worked in downtown Fort Worth in a big tall office, And I'd be like exhausted by 5 o'clock at the end of the day. And all the women would be like, oh, I gotta go pick little Johnny up from practice. I'm like, you gonna go pick up a kid and then have to cook food and deal with people after this? Like, that's exhausting. Who does that? You know, no wonder everybody's getting divorced, because I'd be pissed off, you know, doing all that. It's too much work, you know? So I want to be able to put my best energies towards the people I like the most. And I know those people will not be my coworkers. It's going to be my family. So what I do right now, everything is to get life in order to the point where what's first can really come first when I have a family. So that's my big motivation, actually.